Assalamualaikum and a very good day. So today we are going to be presenting the complete journey dataset. So starting off with task 1, which is the exploratory data analysis of the complete journey dataset. This is to determine which type of marketing campaigns which are the most effective. So this, first of all, before anything, we do data cleaning first. So this is all done in RStudio with this function over here. And so this command, it counts the number of any values in each column, and it will return if any values are valid and present or not. So after we've cleaned the data, so here is the overall dashboard, a visualization for the customer demographics from the data set. As you can see, the age distribution with age 45 to 54 as the most, and then the kid size, we have marital status, we have household size, home ownership distribution, household composition distribution, and also income distribution. So this is all from the data set, as you can see. So let's go in deeper. So this is total household by campaign type. So as you can see, the blue bars indicate that it's campaign type A, which has the highest number of participating households. And the campaign IDs 18, 13, and 8 lead at 1,997, 1,835, and also 1,771. As you can see, the others are very minimal compared to the campaign type A. And next, we will go to purchase frequency by product category. So here you can see that there are soft drinks dominate the purchases, and also with campaign type A leading with 155,811 units, followed by type B, and lastly type C. So the blue one is type A, the orange one is type B, and the red one is type C. So and now we have weekly total sales by campaign type. So here we can see campaign type A is consistent with the highest weekly sales when compared with values fluctuating but peaking at more than 300,000 in week 35. And you can see campaign type B also has high sales, but it's not as high as type A, while type C has the lowest throughout the weeks. And then here we have the top 50 popular coupons by redemption rates. So we have again type A, type B, type C. Type A shows the trend with which is the most used coupon, and then we at coupon that number there has nearly 140 redemptions, marking it as the most successful campaign. So it dominates coupon redemptions, which is type A, and which shows that campaign type A has the largest effectiveness in engaging with our target customers. So here we have customer behavior by campaign type, which shows the sale values and quantity versus campaign type and household size. So again, it shows the trend that campaign type A has the highest engagement for both sales value and also quantity purchase, and campaign type B shows similar participation to A, but just with slightly lower numbers. And lastly is campaign type C, which has the least engagement with minimal customer interaction. So here's the overall marketing campaign dashboard with all the graphs that you've seen just now. And now we'll move on to the recommendations based on the insights that we've gotten from the tables. So here, the first one is focused on the most effective campaign type. So as we digress just now, that type A is the strongest overall, which has the largest number of households too. And then so we should focus more on type A compared to type B and type C, where type B it performs moderately and type C it underperforms. And then we have a time campaign. And then the next recommendation is also to time campaigns around peak sales week. So we can see in the redemption graph, which is this one over here, that some weeks perform better than others. So we can schedule major promotions and coupons in these peak windows, and we can use off-peak windows for smaller maintenance campaigns. And the third recommendation is to prioritize high-frequency categories. So as you saw in the tree map just now, the most frequently purchased categories included soft drinks, beef, cheese, bags, snacks, soup, fluid milk products, and baked goods. So we should focus more on these while still prioritizing the rest, but not as much as these. So we can allocate more promo space and cap placement and also and coupon budget to these categories because they deliver higher redemption and also higher basket add-ons.
Okay, thank you, Ali. So I'm going to explain about the starting of task 2. Okay, so the objective of task 2 is that for data warehouse design. So it is to organize the complete journey data set into 4 dimensions, which are products, promotion, transactions, and time. Okay, so by using this framework, the analysis identifies the critical sales drivers such as the top performing store locations and high revenue product categories. Okay, so this is the star scheme. This is the star scheme because the fact table is the middle one and the other 4 are the dimensions. So as you can see in the sales fact table, there is the measurable quantitative like quantity, sales value, retail list. In the promotion dimension, have product ID, store ID. In time dimension, which shows the time. The one is there is week, month. In product dimensions, there is manufacturer ID department. And for example, transaction dimension, there is household ID and store ID. Okay. So this is the sales by product category, which is the horizontal bar chart. This is one dimensional. So in this graph, the top performer coupon or miss items leads with $385,970 in sales, doubling the value of any other category. Next, this is an example. So I'm going to explain next. This is the top 10 performing store by sales, which is a tree map. This is also a one-dimensional graph. So for example, the top performers, which are store 367, has a value of $148,170, and store 406 has $120,904, which lead the rankings and likely benefited from high foot traffic and effective local marketing. There's also the mid-tier and the lower tier, but I'm just going to focus on the top one. Okay, next.
All right, thank you to Hafiz Afwan for presentation of data warehouse design and also the chart for sales for one-dimensional data. So now I will present about two-dimensional data. So the first one is sales versus quantity over time. All right, so for sales versus quantity over time is basically a line chart, and the volume peak we have here is two kind of peak, which is the volume peak and the revenue peak. The volume peak is a unit reached a massive 3,427,622 on 14 of August, likely driven by major promotion or seasonal clearing. And then the revenue peak is the highest weekly seller. The weekly sales value hit $115,133 in the late November. And then the key insight from this is basically the volume and revenue page do not align, which is suggesting that the store sold lower price items or maybe apply heavy discount during the high volume weeks. And then on the year-end decline is basically a sharp drop at the end of the period that indicate a reporting cutoff or maybe a post-holiday slump. So for our second two-dimensional data chart is sales performance by time of day and top 5 product categories. So as you can see here, we have afternoon, morning, and night, and which is the night shift peak is recorded the highest sales value driven by coupon mix item at 34,251, which the high value transaction and redemption primarily occur during these evening hours. And then on the afternoon strength is basically a second strong in performance with coupon mix item leading at $135,000 with that, which is confirmed the consistent purchasing power from midday to the late night. However, in the morning, the lower sales period across all category that reflect a minimal customer foot traffic during the early hours of the day. And then the product drivers is basically soft drinks and beef that are consistent top contributor during peak period, which is night and afternoon, where beef alone is $128,000 at night, identifying it as a primary driver for major shopping trips. Okay, the third one is is the chart above is a comparison of two horizontal bar chart of sales and quantity by department. Okay, so as you can see here, the food which is have a high volume and low margin, which is a low quantity that sold a massive number of units but generate only a few number of sales, where it is I'll highlight that a high volume commodity move at a very low price per unit. And then, however, the grocery, which is the top revenue driver, that achieve a highest overall sales value, where it is basically the quite lowest in the number of unit, but highest in the number of sales value. Then we have Dark GM, which is the secondary driver that demonstrates strong performance in sales for moderate value. And then the underperforming categories, we have like ELAC and plumbing. Then photo and video where show negligible sales and quantity that suggests they are either highly niche or underperforming in the current layout. The last one is basically a scatter plot that show the sales versus discount by product category. Alright, so where coupon mix item recorded the highest sales value with an efficient revenue to discount ratio, where utilize only like 12,000 in discounts. And then we also have soft drink that generate 180,000 in sales but require the highest total discount in the data set, which is $63,000, and indicate a heavy reliance on aggressive pricing. And then we also have beef that maintain the position as a primary driver with $176,000 in sales, where it is also supported by $39 in discount. And then the other category is also the items like dairy milks and baked snacks that show the lower sales and also the lower discount that represents stable pricing or niche market segments. I think that's all for me. I'll pass it to the person.
So next, I will continue with the task 3, which is the task 3 is we have to predict the analytics using the complete journey dataset. So for the this dataset, we are using the transaction dataset, where in this task we have to use the complete to predict the customer chain for the meaning with the household are likely to stop engaging of the purchasing. A chain attribute is created based on the household activity. For example, no purchase for a certain period. For example, in the table of the dataset, we have the table of the household ID, recency, frequency, and monetary, and by that we are determine whether the customer have changed or not. So for this task 3, for the predictive analytics, we predict by using the 3 machine learning algorithm for decision tree, knife bias, and KNN. So for the decision tree, we are using the decision tree predictive analytics, and we get the accuracy is 84.01% for the predictive number. Predictive no is true no is 422, and true yes is 33, and class precision is 92.75%, and predictive yes is true no is 58, and true yes is 56, and class precision is 49.12%.
All right. Thank you, Hafiz, for explaining about the decision trees. So my turn is I would like to present about the knife bias, which is the prediction number. The true number is 339, and true yes is 10, and class precision is 97.13%. And prediction yes is 141, and true yes is 79. Also, with the class precision is 35.91%. Also, the class recall will be 70.62%, and true yes for class recall is 88.76. And the accuracy for knife bias is 73.46%. So the knife bias is a simple fast algorithm that works based on probability, and also it predicts churn by calculating the likelihood that a household will churn based on its past behavior, such as a transaction, coupon usage, and campaign participant. Okay, so next I will be explaining the KNN, which is the K nearest neighbor, well known as a KNN. Also, the KNN will look at the household that have a similar behavior pattern and predict churn based on what usually happen to those similar household. So if the most similar customer have churn, then KNN predict that this customer is also likely to churn. So as you can see here, the accuracy for KNN is 83.83%. Okay, so to conclude the algorithm that we compared, so the decision tree, we got the accuracy for 84%, which is the evaluation that we got from this algorithm is a winner, which is this the most accurate model for this data. And knife bias is KNN is lowest accuracy, which is this not good model for this data. So we choose the decision tree is the most accurate model for this data. So we go into the next task, which is task 4. Okay, so for the task 4, we focus on the recommendation of importance of business analytics. So right now, the first recommendation is to use demographic data to personalized marketing, which is instead of using the same marketing approach for everyone, the company can design offer based on income level, age group, and family size, which is this help target the right customer and increases the chance that they will respond to promotion, which also improve loyalty. And also the second recommendation is to optimize coupon and campaign strategy, which is by analyzing coupon redemption and campaign performance, the company can identify which promotion actually drive extra sales. Also, this help avoid unnecessary discount that reduce profit, and campaign can also be scheduled at the right time based for the customer buying patterns. The third recommendation that we got for this data is to improve product placement, which is using the promotion and display data, the company can identify which shelf location or display leads to the higher sale, which is placing keys and slow moving item in the high traffic areas can increase sales and improve inventory turnover. So for the last slide, this overall business analytics is very important for the company because it support data driven decision making and help improve operation, marketing strategies, and probability. Finally, it's also important for the company to hire people with a strong technical and analytical skill, which is the skill analyst can correctly interpret data, use tools like RapidMiner, and turns insight into useful business strategies. So that's all from our presentation. Thank you.